Happy Easter Sunday to you. The Pittsburgh Pirates entertain the Baltimore Orioles in the concluding game of the three-game series. It's the opening homestand. The Pirates look for a sweep over the Birds. What a game yesterday. The Pirates left for dead early. They're down 2-0, but Nick York, bottom of the ninth, the Pirates rise up and come back and defeat the Orioles in walk-off fashion. Nick York and the Bucks able to hoist the cone and, of course, raise the Jolly Roger. A 3-2 victory. It has been electric here at PNC Park. First two home games. Greg Brown, along with John Wehner and Hannah Mears, will be along. And everybody seems to be contributing to the good start for the Pittsburgh Pirates, including, of course, Bryan Reynolds.
You always want to count on Bryan Reynolds. You know he's always going to go out, play hard. He's in the lineup every day. Got off to a good start. First at bat, just a rocket up the middle. Hit it 106 miles per hour off the bat. And then the hustle comes, leading to the Pirates' first run. A little dribbler out in front, going hard, rushes the Orioles starter, Shane Baz. Couldn't get the handle of the ball. That leads to the first Pirates run. This pitch, 101 miles per hour from the Orioles closer. A leadoff double for the Bucks. Bryan Reynolds, who will end up coming around to score that winning run, that clutch base hit from Nick York for a Pirates walk-off win.
And Nick York will be in the starting lineup today. The Pirates placed Jared Triolo on the injured list. We'll talk about that as we go along. We'll also talk about the starting pitchers. Chris Bassett for Baltimore, Braxton Ashcraft for Pittsburgh. Don't sleep on Braxton Ashcraft.
No, he has been excellent. You look at his career numbers now, of course, a rookie last year, a career ERA of 2.74, got off to a good start, starting this year as one of the 5 Pirates starters. 6 strong innings, just 4 hits, a couple earned runs.
Pirates look for the sweep of the Baltimore Orioles. PNC Park. Ballpark is hopping. Baseball, you might say, is resurrected in Pittsburgh. It's the Pirates and the Orioles. Coming up next.
Of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Buccos and the Orioles ready to play ball here. Steven Morales, one of the coaches, talking to O'Neill Cruz. Tarek Brock going to sit down with them. They'll probably go over Chris Bassett move, the veteran right-hander, and Don Kelly's club coming in with a 4-game winning streak, matching the Yankees and the Phillies for the longest active winning streak in Major League Baseball. Pirates look for their first sweep of the season, of course, and it would be the earliest sweep since the Pirates had one in June of last year. They're just playing good baseball.
They are. I mean, what's so nice, we obviously last year had really good pitching. The offense struggled. what's nice is to see all the contributions from so many different players offensively, and so you can afford to have a couple of guys go cold and still score enough runs to win games with his pitching staff, and we saw that last night. That's a tough thing to do. What Nick York did yesterday was something else, against that closer, throwing 100 miles per hour, ends up getting a 3-2 slider and just absolutely pulverized it. But that's what you like about this team offensively this year. You got so many guys that are in and out of this lineup or coming off the bench that can produce and get you a W.
And so there you see Nick York at third base. They placed Jared Triolo on the injured list, a right knee patellar injury, patellar tendon, running the bases on Friday, and kids take the field, and so they'll get autographed baseballs from each player at their positions, including O'Neill Cruz in center field. Chilly day today. 82 degrees at the start of yesterday's game. 30-degree drop-off since yesterday. Here's the Orioles starting lineup. Taylor Ward will lead things off. Gunnar Henderson followed by Pete Alonso. Then Samuel Basayo. He will catch today. Tyler O'Neill in right. Dylan Beavers is the DH. Leody Taveras, 10 plate appearances this season, has walked 4 times. Jeremiah Jackson will start at second base and Blaze Alexander at third. The league average OPS 719 gives you a gauge of where the Orioles are. And Braxton Ashcraft, his second start.
Car Shield numbers for Braxton. A good start to this 2026 season. 6 strong innings, just a couple of runs allowed. Struck out 3, walked 4. In this rotation, just 8 starts a year ago. A great ERA. Great rookie year for Braxton, and now in this rotation every day. Well, I guess not every day, but every 5th game or so.
Taylor Ward will lead things off. Was 0 for 4 yesterday. Went 1 for 3 with a ribby and 2 walks on Friday. Ooh, 45 degrees.
Yeah, well, this is the norm.
Yeah.
What we had the last 2 days was outstanding.
Check swing on the slider, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Braxton Ashcraft, 26-year-old from Austin, Texas, a second-round pick of the Pirates in 2018. Out of a high school near Waco, Texas. Ground ball left side, and that's through. Taylor Ward begins the game with a base hit to left. He began Friday night's contest, or Friday afternoon's game, with a free pass. Levin Furniture and Mattress Pirates defense. You saw Nick York there at third base. Connor Griffin, his 3rd straight big league start. Brandon Lau, Spencer Horowitz on the right side of the infield. Jake Mangum in left field. O'Neill Cruz, Ryan O'Hearn, the other outfielders. Henry Davis does the catching. Ryan Reynolds will DH for the Pirates today. And here's Gunnar Henderson taking off right away. Is that base runner, and there's that strong throw from Henry Davis. Ward's going to get out pretty soon. You can't run on Henry, and Taylor Ward is a dead duck.
Yeah, that's one way to erase the leadoff base runner. A fastball. Henry gets turned before he catches that ball, and I think that's key too as far as the quick release. The throw, as always, right on the money. Connor Griffin just got to catch it and put it down.
One ball, 1 strike. A 1.8 pop time right there on the money to Connor Griffin. Tap foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm always often impressed with catchers and how quick they are. Yeah, you think of catchers as being slower, but they're so quick off their feet. Whether it's a swinging bunt or even in that situation, runners going. I mean, he's prepared to throw before he catches it. Yeah, it's not just the strong arm, it's the setup. Putting himself in a great position to throw it.
Great stuff from Henry Davis right away here. And a 2-2 count now. Davis, day off yesterday, caught Friday afternoon. Mitch Keller. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ashcraft. And a strikeout on the curveball.
I think that's what makes Braxton Ashcraft so tough to hit. I mean, you got to respect the velocity, upper 90s fastball, but he throws the fastball, whether the 4-seam or the 2-seam, less than half the time. Has a excellent curveball, good slider.
Hit toward right center field on the move. O'Neill Cruz says he got it, and he does. He let Ryan O'Hearn know he was there. And go to the bottom of the first inning.
SportsNet Pittsburgh's massive reach. Email us today. Advertising@sportsnetpittsburgh.com.
The bottom of the first inning. A lot of cone heads around the Berg. O'Neill Cruz can lead things off. He will be followed by Brandon Lau and Brian Reynolds. Ryan O'Hearn, the former Oriole. And then it's Nick York getting the start at third base. First career walk-off ribby, that double yesterday. Connor Griffin, third straight big league start. Spencer Horwitz, Henry Davis, Jake Mangum against the 11-year veteran, 37-year-old Chris Bassett.
Yeah, Bassett, his second start for these Orioles, suffered the loss his first time out. 3 punch-outs, 4 walks.
The first pitch strike to O'Neill Cruz, who's 2 for 8 in the series. 9 hits and 31 at bats on the season, a .290 average. Those numbers there last year. 3 homers. And that slow curveball from Bassett. He will throw just about everything at you.
And that's probably his best pitch, the curveball. Not a hard thrower, low 90s. He'll cut it, he'll sink it. And he throws a fair amount of fastballs. One of those 3, but his go-to is that big looping curveball.
And that got a piece of O'Neill Cruz. And he threw that curveball just 16% of the time last year. Opponents hit only 170 against him. O'Neill Cruz races to first. Pete Rose-like.
Yeah, we'll take it. If it wasn't for the pad, he doesn't get hit. But that elbow pad, everybody wears them. It just barely glances off of it.
Penn West University stat of the day. Some of the Pirates have had big numbers against Bassett. I mean big. Look at Brandon Lau, 550, 20 at bats, 11 hits. O'Hearn, 538. Reynolds, 357.
Yeah, they obviously see the ball very well off of Bassett.
Lau 1 for 7 in this series. 11 hits and 20 at bats in his career against Bassett. Bassett, good career numbers against Pittsburgh. Wow, 7 out of 25. A .280 average, 4th in the National League in slugging. Has drawn 6 walks early going this season. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2-1.
you mentioned he'll throw everything at you. Last year, 8 different pitches, 3 different fastballs, 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastball, curveball, sweeper, splitter, slider, changeup.
2-1 the count. Now even on Lau in terms of running against Bassett. Well, last year, not many attempts, 17 total, but 14 successful stealing against Chris Bassett, who signed a 1-year, $18.5 million deal to come to Baltimore in mid-February. Cruz not a huge lead. Two balls, 2 strikes. Reynolds on deck. And now it's full.
You'll see Bassett. I mean, he'll use that whole pitch clock. Pretty deliberate in between pitches. But as far as base stealing goes, O'Neill Cruz at first. He's pretty quick to the plate. Hard to get a big jump off the veteran.
And he takes off, and it's lined. It's a double play. Cruz had a big jump, but the line drive stabbed by Alonso and a DP.
Yeah, fortunate holding the runner on, Alonso, because if he's not holding the runner on, he's not catching this ball. I'm not even sure that would have been a fair ball. The ball was hooking down that line. Most likely would have ended up as a foul ball, but because Alonso so close to that first base bag, an easy catch.
Yeah, Lau hit the ball too hard. Gotta take a page out of yesterday's book. Just put the ball on the grass, hit it slowly, and
make them feel that there's what.
That was incredible.
At least 3, maybe 4 balls, little tappers that weren't handled well.
Ball's not turned into double plays. In fact, the very first inning yesterday, a ground ball was not turned into a double play, right back to the pitcher. Now Reynolds took that one little dribbler and turned it into a base runner because of his hustle. We showed you at the top the error charge to the pitcher Shane Baz leading off the 4th inning led to the Pirates' first run unearned. 2 balls and no strikes on Reynolds. Born in Baltimore, grew up in Nashville area, attended Vanderbilt. 2 balls, no strikes. And I think that ball 4. 4-pitch walk, and the home plate umpire is James Jean, who made his major league debut. A member of an umpiring crew in 2024. The crew chief there is Dan Asonia at 3rd base. Now O'Hearn. Two free runners here allowed by Bassett, the hit by pitch and the walk. And ball 1. Levin Furniture and Mattress strike zone.
And you could tell Bassett just trying to work edges, trying to stay out of the heart of the plate with this tight strike zone. Not missing by much. I mean, he's just missing away to Reynolds, just missed down first pitch to O'Hearn, just missing in here to Ryan O'Hearn.
Bassett walked 52 in 170 innings with Toronto last year. Part of the successful postseason run by the American League champion Blue Jays. Well, he pitched in relief in the postseason, gave up just 1 run in 8 2/3 innings for Toronto. Of course, that epic World Series against the Dodgers. Back-to-back champions, the Dodgers. 2-0 count on O'Hearn. And 3-0.
That's interesting. You sit here and think, boy, he's wild early on in this ball game. Hit a batter, walked Reynolds. Now 3-0 on O'Hearn. Wouldn't call it wild, but he is just missing.
And driven to right center field by O'Hearn, approaching the wall and clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Ryan O'Hearn hits his third of the year, and it's 2-0 Pirates.
Love it. 3-0 pitch. You know, a guy that knows the strike zone, a professional hitter, just looking for one pitch, one location, anticipating a pitch up out over the plate and making sure he doesn't miss it. And a lot of folks don't like to swing 3-0. There's other guys that love hitting 3-0, and Ryan O'Hearn, of course, looking forward to a good pitch to hit. Got it. The instant offense.
Home run number 3. O'Hearn came in to this game 5th in the National League in hitting at .360, and that number will go up. So will his career numbers against Bassett, and he knew it. Home run brought to you by UPMC. 2-0 Pirates. The long ball threat has not been a part of this offense for a while. Last year, the fewest home runs in baseball for the Pirates. This year it's a different story through the first now 9 games. Nick York, the hero yesterday, with the walk-off hit. Double. So impressive against the veteran closer.
Oh, such a great at bat.
One-two pitch. Still 1-2. Might have cracked his bat. The home run by O'Hearn is the 11th for the Pirates this season. Only the Dodgers and the Braves have hit more in the National League. The Dodgers with 13 long balls and the Braves with 12. And now the Pirates with 11.
You talk about that great at bat. Nick York on the 3-2 slider from the hard thrower. You got an extra strike. It makes you wonder if people start rethinking that whole challenge system. You know, that the Orioles had no challenges remaining. The 2-2 pitch barely caught the bottom of the zone. If they had a challenge, we would have went to extras. But it was called a ball. 3-2. Game over.
Grounded right side and a base hit for Nick York. Nick York is 4 out of 12 at the plate now.
Yeah, he's the guy that'll use the whole field. A pretty short, compact swing. He's got some pop. We saw that yesterday with the walk-off double. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He can hit the ball on the ground to the right side.
Oh, here's Connor Griffin. Amidst all the excitement, forgot. One ball, no strikes on Connor Griffin. His 9th major league plate appearance. 0 for 3 yesterday. He's been on base 3 times. Debuted opening day, the home opener, on Friday, and doubled, driving in a run, give the Pirates a 1-0 lead in the 2nd inning. His next time up against Kyle Bradish, he led off the 4th inning and walked. His 3rd plate appearance in the 5th inning against a left-hander Dietrich Enns. He struck out, and in the 8th inning, his final at bat on Friday, a little check swing comebacker to the pitcher. 2-1. Ground ball over at second. The play made by Jeremiah Jackson to retire Griffin. But Ryan O'Hearn, don't you know, on a 3-0 pitch, it's his best shot.
Welcome back. Ryan O'Hearn's two-run homer gives the Buccos the lead. He had two big plays yesterday in right field as well, and he confidently told me at 32 years old he feels like he's just getting better and just getting into his prime. It's not always been like that, though. He called the first 5 years of his career the most mentally challenging part. He went through the grind of not playing a whole lot, being the last man on the roster, and just trying to be a great teammate when he was worried about his job. However, in 2023, ironically, with the Baltimore Orioles, that's when things changed for him. He started to become an everyday guy for that team who won the AL East, and said having success on a team that's playing well was a big confidence builder for him. So I wonder where his confidence is now, playing with this team who seems to be finding some rhythm here too, Brownie.
Yeah, and Hannah, it's kind of amazing. We've talked about this over the years, that you don't know anything about a guy's character, reputation, until you watch him every day. And everybody in baseball was saying, oh, the Pirates are in trouble. O'Hearn in right field. It's going to be a disaster. It's been anything but.
He looks so comfortable.
Yeah. But he said, he finally got a chance to work out there every day in spring training. 2-2. Played 25 games in right field for the Royals back in 2021. O'Hearn. The two catches that Hannah's talking about, this one. And then later in the game, sliding toward the line, and Don Kelly talked about it after the game, about how difficult that is with that short foul territory, and a strikeout of Samuel Basayo, second K for Ashcraft.
Bunch of breaking balls to start this at bat, and then decided to go to that big fastball, blows it by him.
That strikeout was presented by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Inside corner to Tyler O'Neill. He starts for the first time in this series. Second year of a 3-year, $49.5 million free agent deal he signed. The oft injured former Cardinal. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 1-2.
Such a good pitch. That traditional slider. A lot of guys will, like, in fact, Shane Baz yesterday, he throws a ball that breaks about this much. He calls it a cutter, but that's more of the traditional slider that you saw so much back, especially in the 90s. You get a guy throwing as hard as Ashcraft. So hard to recognize that tight spin on that short little slider that runs away from the right-handed batter. And he always has that 98, top of the zone.
Back-to-back Ks, 3 on the day. Dylan Beavers, the DH. 1 for 4, had an RBI single in the 4th inning against Carmen Majinski yesterday. He has 3 hits in the series. Man, he's catching those corners early. Pinpoint. Edgy there to Dylan Beavers. Out in front, 1-2. Davis holds it there.
It's a borderline pitch. I mean, it would be hard not to challenge more pitches. Oh.
Whoa. Oh, right away. Henry was ready to fire it down to third. He knows it's a strike.
Catches down.
At least he's very confident. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's not even close. That's an ABS powered by T-Mobile. Strikeout on the challenge, and 1, 2, 3. Ashcraft strikes out each of the 3 birds. 2-0 Pirates. It is 2-0 Pirates going to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Spencer Horwitz, then Henry Davis, and time for our Penn West University Educating You. We mentioned the O'Hearn home run, 11 team homers in this, the 9th game of the season. It took the Pirates 19 games last year to get to 11, and we're only in the second inning of game 9. Ryan O'Hearn's home run, his 3rd, off of Bassett in the first inning. And it's Horwitz, Davis, and Mangum. And again, it's 2-0. The Pirates being very patient here on very close pitches, but they're missing.
Yeah, see if he gets a fastball here, gets a big swing off.
Another pitch that misses, and it's 31 total pitches for Bassett now. And 18 of them out of the strike zone. My goodness, 4-pitch walk. Second walk, 3 free, essentially, passes for the Pirates against Bassett through the 7 batters, the 2 walks and the hit by pitch. Here's Henry Davis. RBI double Friday, the home opener. He's got 3 hits, he's got 3 RBIs, 3 for 17.
Now that side of the plate too, the arm side for Bassett. That's the pitch he counts on, and he keeps missing off the plate into the righty, away to the lefty.
2-1. Again. 2-1 count, so Davis will look down at Tony Beasley. See if anything's on here. No, 3-1. And the sweeper misses badly.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to try to go to something else as he continues to miss the zone with the fastball.
Two-seamer, and it's 3-2 on Henry Davis. Uses his timeout. Jake Mangum on deck. Davis hitting 8th. Horwitz started the second with the walk. A 3-2 count. And going the other way, Henry Davis on a 3-2 pitch. Puts runners at first and second. And by the way, no, Henry's not thinking about turning at first there, by the way. He's sprinting down to first. Straight ahead.
Yeah. And yeah, that's a nice little inside out swing there from Henry Davis. Sees it a little bit longer, catches it a little deeper. A lot of room on that right side. Look at the big space between the first and second baseman.
Henry Davis was thinking he had doubled down the line at third in the 6th inning on Friday, but sensational play was made by the third baseman Blaze Alexander, and Henry was going into his turn at first, and that cost him. So Mangum, they expect to bunt, corners in. It would make sense, and looked like he was about to. They're trying to find out. Step off by Bassett and a look towards second. Certainly a big part of Mangum's game.
Well,
second step off. Not sure Bassett liked that, the Orioles putting that play on.
We've seen a ton of it this series.
Mangum gets the bunt down, And that is how you draw it up, and he's safe. And the bases are loaded. Jake Mangum.
Causing stress on the defense. You know, it's textbook. All you want to do is make the third baseman field it. You don't have to deaden the ball. You can hit it firm to the third baseman, and just kind of deliberate. The second baseman was late getting over. We talk about this all the time as far as, you know, we see so few bunt attempts. Teams just do not sacrifice very much anymore. So guess what? The defense doesn't work on it very much.
That's a great call.
You know, and so you look where the second baseman, we saw it right there on that replay, how far he was from first base. Traditionally, when you saw bunts all the time before the DH, the second baseman got to know that he's going to come up and in towards first base. You shallow up and you go and shade your way towards first base, because you're essentially the first baseman once he squares. Well,
I never thought of it that way. Never thought that that's a great point, that nobody bunts anymore, so they don't work on it defensively. And now Cruz, it's a called strike. It goes as a bunt hit for Jake Mangum, as Kevin Young calls him, mayhem. Mangum.
Good. I like it.
He does create mayhem and havoc.
I love it. I mean, it's what once was a routine play. You know, getting a bunt down, okay, ho hum, you get the out, move the runners up. But you got a guy with that kind of speed that can handle the bat. You got to do everything right to throw him out.
It's 0-2 as Cruz fouls that one off. He's a .219 career hitter with bases loaded. He's got 2 career grand slams. Bassett looking for the strikeout.
It's a good take, that fastball. It started on that outside corner, just kept running away from Cruz.
Xfinity batting stats there. Last season 200. Off to a better start this year for sure. Hit by a pitch to lead off the bottom of the first. 1-2 count. And hit hard, hits Bassett, and Bassett's hurt. And Cruz has an RBI single. And it's 3-0. That was hit hard off the bat. Bassett in pain. 112 miles an hour.
Ouch.
Smacks Bassett. He's able to get up, but he is fighting it. It is 3-0.
He got it, yeah, off the back of the leg, and who knows if this gets through to center field or not if it doesn't hit him. Obviously at 112. I'm always surprised that more pitchers aren't getting hit. I mean, he wasn't in the greatest fielding position after he let it go.
Take a look and see. And who knows? It's hit so hard. Who knows even if the shortstop Gunnar Henderson gets to it. If he does, it's a double play.
Yeah, but after you see Bassett releasing the ball, you see the position he's in? He's in no position to protect himself. Especially when a guy hits it as hard as O'Neill Cruz at 112. You know, there are some pitchers, and I always think of Greg Maddux, who was obviously one of the greats of all time, but was also a Gold Glover because he was always in a great position after he released the ball to field the ball. So racked up a bunch of Gold Gloves. Some of these pitchers, they fall off so much they're in a tough position.
Base is still loaded. Brandon Lau, infield in. Third base umpire, much to Lau's chagrin, said he went. Dan Iasonia. It was Horwitz who scored on the base hit by Cruz. Hit hard. Oh, what a play by Alonso. Gets to his feet, throws out the runner at the plate. Base is still loaded.
Yeah, that turns out to be a good decision by Alonso. I mean, it's hit so hard. See, O'Neill Cruz is right next to him. He could have easily gotten a double play, but he's playing in for a reason. The whole infield looking to get that first out at home.
Again, hit very hard. And now it's Brian Reynolds. who takes the strike.
And that is a huge play. I mean, that's a big risk with the bases loaded this early to have the entire infield in.
Pirates challenging Brian Reynolds, his second challenge of the homestand. And he loses another one.
Pitches a strike. Pittsburgh has one challenge remaining.
But obviously a big situation here. Bases loaded. You don't mind that challenge. It'd be different if nobody's on, 2 outs.
Oh, 0-2.
Back to that play, that ball hit by Lau. Bases loaded. You're giving up a lot of range with your infield in all the way around. They're in again all the way around. That ball gets through. It scores 3.
3-0. Davis was erased, and now just misses 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's Mangum at third, Cruz at second, and Lau at first. Big numbers with the bases loaded, and big career numbers against Bassett. Two and two.
Keeps coming up with that fastball. Talk about how hard that curveball is to hit. Doesn't throw it a bunch. In a situation you think he'd need a strikeout. Surprised he hasn't gone to it with 2 strikes.
And a fly ball to right field, plenty deep to score a run, and a nice catch indeed by Tyler O'Neill. It'll be a sac fly for Reynolds and a 4-0 Pirates lead.
And that was that curveball. Finally went to it, but a good swing. Reynolds, of course, didn't get all of it. But that's an easy one to give up on, because out of his hand it's going to look like it's up and away. It ends up coming into the top of the zone.
Nice catch, Tyler O'Neill. Pirates lead 4-0. And here's Ryan O'Hearn. Last time up, homered on a 3-0 pitch from Bassett. Cruz at second, Lau at first. It was Mangum who scored. O'Hearn now 9 for 16 lifetime against Bassett. And Cruz back to second. We talked about this the whole series. These Orioles, all kinds of plays trying to get runners at second base.
They've maybe thrown the ball more to second base in this series than we'll see for the rest of the month. It's been
not an exaggeration.
Crazy.
Crazy. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1. O'Hearn, as an Oriole a couple years ago, Pirates home opener, April the 6th, hit a home run against Pittsburgh.
Another good take, I think, coming in there, floating. Looks like it's maybe staying in the zone, and then that big break ends up well down and in.
3-1, lashes it toward left center field, and that is splitting the outfielders. Ryan O'Hearn gonna bring home 2 more. The Pirates lead 6-0. Ryan O'Hearn, 2 swings, 4 ribbies.
Again, look at the approach. Not trying to pull it. I'll take what you give me. Looking to pull the ball, of course, on a 3-0 fastball that he hits out of the ballpark. But here, the pitch down and away from him. I'll just go with it. Man, that's so good. That's so impressive.
Ryan O'Hearn, as Hannah said, just coming into his prime. Signed as a free agent by the Pirates, a 2-year deal. And man, early payoff.
That's 11 RBIs.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
11 RBIs, and he didn't play the other day.
No.
8 games. 0-2 on Nick York. And he's hit by the slow curveball to load them up. And Bassett almost knocked out of the game by the hard shot from O'Neill Cruz. You saw the lefty Cade Povich, who was recalled today from AAA Norfolk.
And we're quickly approaching 60 pitches. He's gotten 5 outs.
And this will be the last batter he faces. Certainly this inning, if he doesn't get him, with the left-handed hitting Spencer Horwitz on deck. Connor Griffin. 6-0 Pirates. 4 RBIs from Ryan O'Hearn. Quite a matchup here. 37-year-old, 11-year veteran Chris Bassett against Connor Griffin in his 3rd major league game. As we said, Bassett will throw everything at you. John mentioned 8 different pitches last year.
He's facing his 15th batter. He's retired 4 of them. And 2, a line drive double play by Lau. A great play on another line drive by Lau, made by Alonso, and a ball that almost went off the wall in right field. So very comfortable with bats.
And in the air to center field, Taveras. Boy, 9 to the plate. Pirates score 4, and Ryan O'Hearn, the former Oriole, with the home run in the 1st. And moments ago, doubling into the gap. Six nothing Pirates. Ryan O'Hearn 4 RBIs. On the UPMC scoreboard, Pirates baseball is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. Braxton Ashcraft, first pitch strike to Leody Taveras. Now it's 0-2. 7, 8, 9 batters for the Orioles.
Braxton Ashcraft, no run support in his first start in Cincinnati. Has to feel good to go out there with a 6-0 lead.
Strike 3 called. He's struck out 5 in a row. 4 in a row, 5 so far on the day. For those of you tuning in looking for pregame coverage of the Pens and Panthers, that's currently underway over on our SNP Plus channel, as well as streaming on SNP 360. You'll find all our Pens coverage today in those places, including the game coming up at 3 p.m. Don't forget, with SNP 360, You won't miss a Pirates pitch or a Pens face-off because it allows you to watch both teams on days like this. And yesterday the Pens pounced on the Panthers, and there's a nice play. Connor Griffin. What a play by Connor Griffin. Third big league game for the 19-year-old to rob Jeremiah Jackson.
Look how far he has to travel. That ball's hit pretty hard, and we're talking 6'4", 225 at shortstop. Very quickly to his left. How quickly he gets up and fires it over there.
That's why, a strike called and upset as Blaze Alexander. He did not get a timeout called, and the umpire, James Jean, he is telling Craig Albernas that he's got the plate. Don't worry about it. And he just got tossed. Craig Albernas, the rookie skipper, gets his first ejection in his first week plus as a major league manager. Asking what the heck he's doing. James Jean looked like the batter, Blaze Alexander, didn't think that he was set and ready. The batter is supposed to be ready before the pitcher delivers. And alert, the official terminology, alert to the pitcher. And here comes Dan Iasonia to break up that argument and send Albernas back to the clubhouse. This is what happened moments ago. The frustrated Orioles rookie skipper tossed by James Jean.
Yeah, what's interesting about this, we've never seen any kind of problem with Braxton Ashcraft and hitters not getting in the box and being set.
Yeah, maybe the Orioles are just a little sensitive right now. 0-2.
Now, it used to be where there were some pitchers that were pretty quick and in between pitches and coming towards the plate.
Ground ball, and Ashcraft there to retire Blaze Alexander. Connor Griffin makes his first real dynamic play as the Pirates shortstop, robbing Jeremiah Jackson. (6-0). Baltimore is frustrated, and Donnie Ecker, the bench coach, managing now. Although got experience there with Miguel Cairo. Spencer Horwitz leads off against the new pitcher, Cade Povich. One ball, one strike. Two balls, one strike on Horwitz, who walked against Chris Bassett. Goes 2 innings, gives up 6 runs on 6 hits.
Going back to what I was talking about with Ashcraft, and maybe the hitters worked up because they're not getting time to get set in the box. Before the pitch clock, you saw hitters do it all the time. They just kept stepping off, stepping out, calling time, stepping out.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore.
True. 3-2. Cade Povich just up today from AAA Norfolk. His first outing this season. Last year made 22 appearances, 20 starts.
Decent strikeout numbers. With ERA you don't like, over 5. 285 opponent's average.
Some room there for Blaze Alexander, just enough. Horwitz retired. Povich made his major league debut in 2024. Henry Davis singled to right field in the second off of Bassett. Nine men came to the plate last inning. Pirates scored 4. O'Neill Cruz, line drive off of Bassett, brought in the first run. Brian Reynolds, sac fly, and the 2-run double by O'Hearn. Gunnar Henderson. So a foul out to third, a ground ball to short to start this bottom of the third inning, and Jake Mangum, who had the bunt hit after a leadoff walk to Horwitz and Davis that base hit. Mangum was just looking to move the runners 90 feet. Instead, he beat the second baseman to the bag covering. Switch hitting Jake Mangum, now batting right-handed.
You never know what's going to lead to a big inning. Horwitz led off that last inning with a walk. Davis, nice job going the other way with a base hit. Bunt ended up a base hit, infield hit by Cruz. Next thing you know, you put up a 4 spot.
Povich retires the side in order. The Pirates lead 6-0. Powered by Google Cloud. Take a look at this throw from Henry Davis to get Taylor Ward trying to steal second. Pop time in the arm strength elite. It's early, but we've seen it so far with Henry Davis in his career. He's one of the top in terms of that pop time, getting the ball from his mitt to the glove at second base.
Taylor Ward probably telling Henry, I thought that I had that bag easy. You think about it, that's what was he on first for a pitch or two? It's the only base runner allowed by Ashcraft.
Now out in front of the former Angel, 1 and 2. 8 years with the Angels. Ward 36 homers, 103 RBIs last year. Six-year-old Braxton Ashcraft, second-round pick in 2018 out of a high school near Waco, Texas. 3 and 2.
Yeah, he kind of went through spring training. Not a lot of people talking about him. I mean, we all knew he was going to be in the rotation, but you know, of course, you're talking about Skeens, the veteran Keller, Bubba Chandler, Rookie of the Year candidate.
Shallow right, O'Hearn coming on and can't make the catch. It skips past him. It'll be a double for Ward in the first hit for the Orioles.
Yeah, but kind of a little freeze, and we've been talking about that, especially early in the year. Read the ball before you react. So he made sure he had to come in and thought he might have a shot. Came up a little short.
Second hit for Ward. I had a walk down for that first batter. He got a base hit, and so he is 2 for 2. I was wondering, thinking in my mind, and you'd mentioned like only base runners
right.
at first. I thought it was a walk, and I'm thinking, would O'Hearn have decided to dive?
Yeah, he had that clean single just past Nick York at third.
That's right. 1 ball, 1 strike on Gunnar Henderson with nobody out. And now 2 and 1. On to first. There's the first out. On the play, Ward to third. Brings up Alonso. Save big on Pirates tickets this season with your Giant Eagle loyalty card. Enjoy discounts on lower and upper level tickets to select Pirates home games. Plus $2 of each ticket sold donated to Boys and Girls Clubs of Western Pennsylvania. Go to pirates.com/loyalty card. They'll concede a run. Deep to right, near the corner, and out of play.
Attacking Alonso with that fastball. He's had trouble with it. Pete Alonso, the first couple games of this series, hasn't been able to get that bat head out there.
0 for 9 now, first 3 games for the Polar Bear, and that's ripped into right center field. A late dive from Cruz, and so Alonso into second base with an RBI double makes it 6-1.
Well, they kept coming at him with fastballs. He finally is able to get the bat head out. Good effort by Cruz. Comes up about maybe 6 inches short. Worth the risk there. Know where you are as far as the wall. Trying to dive for it. You weren't going to cut it off. And keep it to a single no matter what. So why not go ahead and dive? Alonso wasn't getting any further than second base.
Samuel Basallo jumps on that pitch, but pulls it foul. Basallo hit his first home run during the Orioles' first homestand. One of the top rookies in the American League. Two and one on Basallo, who made his major league debut August 17th last year. Three and one. He's got a loud bat.
Yes, he does.
21-year-old, 6'4", 250 pounds.
He pulled that slider well foul, that fastball on that 3-1 pitch, 96. Oh, then he comes back. What about that? A changeup.
Big pitch there from Ashcraft.
Yeah, when you're out in front of the fastball by that much, why throw him another? Take something off. Just a perfectly placed changeup.
And now the Pirates try the Orioles pickoff at second.
That changeup, he only threw it just a little under 7% of the time. What a great weapon. It's funny about hitters too, you know. The slider, it's one thing if you pull a slider well foul and deep, then you turn around the fastball and hit it foul and deep. What do you think you're gonna get next pitch?
Yeah.
You're never getting anything in again.
Yeah.
Why would you ever think about getting anything in the inner half of the plate?
Well, now a discussion there. Henry Davis on how to pitch O'Neill. Struck him out in the second. Bill Murphy has the ski cap on next to Don Kelly. He borrowed it from Hannah. Ski cap, and now it is 2-0. After two balmy days here. Chilly afternoon. 2-1. That hard 92-mile-an-hour slider from Ashcraft.
Again, he's going to get more chases on his slider than most, just because it is so tight, so late breaking.
2-2 on O'Neill.
We turned that over nicely too. A little sinking fastball.
Yeah, good movement. 2-2. Somehow gets a piece of that slider. 2 hits and 17 at bats this year for O'Neill. Alonso, the RBI double to get the Orioles on the board. Popped them up. Horwitz. That's that. A couple of doubles in the inning. Pirates lead 6-1. Welcome to the Toyota RAV fourth inning. Pirates with a 6-1 lead. Finale of this three-game series. The Padres come in tomorrow night. On a chilly Easter Sunday here. The Pirates look to finish off the Orioles. Top the order, Oneil Cruz, Brandon Lau, and Brian Reynolds, this time against lefty Cade Povich.
Can he get another hit against the lefty? It's amazing
Yeah.
what he's doing against lefties early on.
Once he got 6 hits against lefties.
I believe so.
But in the hole here, 6 hits and 8 at bats, 2 of them homers.
And we got to get him to start hitting righties.
Yeah.
He's only got 3 hits
Yeah.
against righties.
Who'd have thought we'd been saying that? 0-2 the count on him. This lefty Cade Povich. Bouncing ball, backhand play made, and gets Oneil Cruz, Jeremiah Jackson over there. Still, even that. He was just seemingly lost last year, especially against lefties. Brandon Lau. Lined into a double play his first time up. This is a fly ball to Ward in left. Padres come to town tomorrow night. Mark Grant's club take on the Buccos. 2 night games and the Wednesday matinee game. Get your tickets at pirates.com/tickets. Pirates and Friars coming to PNC Park tomorrow. Bubba Chandler tomorrow night for the Buccos, 6:40. Paul Skeens Tuesday night, and Mitch Keller Wednesday afternoon.
Not much velocity from Povich, the lefty. Low 90s, but seems to have some carry to it.
Povich made a start last year against Pittsburgh, September the 11th in Baltimore. Nice play over at third base. Blaze Alexander, he can play some third. Pirates still lead 6-1.
Well, while most people are hunting for Easter eggs this morning, Pittsburgh Pirates fans are hunting for cones. And if you look out past right field in a building, you'll see that very top window up there. There is a cone. The cone chaos continues here in PNC Park, and it's something actually that Sean Bowman, the Major League Field Coordinator for the Pirates, and bench coach Chris Negron spotted the other day. We confirmed it was in fact a cone by zooming all the way in. Yep, right up there in that window, there is the cone. And guys, Billy Cook has been back to hoist it here today, and he's been hoisting it quite a few times. There's a look at Sean Bowman with those good eyes too in the outfield. So hunting for Easter eggs, no. In PNC Park, we hunt for cones.
They're spotted everywhere, Hannah, including the top there, the Venue Apartments across the way. And Sean Bowman on the staff late last year and this year, and as Hannah said, Christopher Negron, the bench coach, spotted that. The top floor of the Venue Apartments. Leody Taveras takes a strike. Everybody hoisting cones.
Boy, another good changeup.
Backhand play. Connor Griffin, no. Just hit too slowly.
Well, we could see Braxton Ashcraft getting comfortable with that changeup. He's thrown a number of good ones. Just unfortunate, just a little cue shot off the end of the bat, and even Connor Griffin with that great range and that great throwing arm couldn't throw out the speedy Tavares.
A one-out infield hit. Here's Jeremiah Jackson. Connor Griffin made the spectacular play to rob him of a hit in the third inning. Quick appeal. It looks as though the home plate umpire, James Jean, did not grant the request by Henry Davis. 1 ball, 1 strike. Weekly hit to the right side. Allow one play as Taveras skips over the slowly hit ground ball. 2 outs. And the batter, Blaze Alexander. Braxton Ashcraft trying to get through this second time through the order. Pitching a great game here this afternoon, his second start of the year. His first start in Cincinnati on Monday. Went 6 innings, gave up a couple of runs on 4 hits, walked 4. Struck out 3. And so far here, 6 strikeouts through 4 2/3 innings, which matches his career high. Twice he struck out as many as 6 last season. And a chance to do it here. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And so many weapons against the righty. As you go with that hard slider, as you go with that good curveball. Start him upstairs looking for Chase.
Ashcraft, a multi-sport star in high school.
There's that slider, boy. Just getting a piece. Can imagine he'd, yeah. I don't know what he played in football, but I can imagine at basketball he had to be pretty good.
Well, how about his junior year's football season numbers? High school football star, 104 catches, 2,009 yards as a junior, 37 touchdowns.
Oh my goodness.
Started to concentrate on baseball only as a senior after he signed with Baylor to play baseball And he gets a career high 7th strikeout through 5 innings and leads 6-1. Pirates lead 6-1, bottom of the 5th inning, and here's Ryan O'Hearn, homered and doubled against the starter Chris Bassett, now facing the lefty Cade Povich. "11 RBIs in this, his 8th game. Home run came with 2 outs and a man on in the first, his 3rd home run already, and his double with 2 outs. And on a 3-0 pitch, the home run in the first inning. Again, his 3rd, and the double into the left center field gap that scored O'Neal Cruz and Brandon Lau to give the Pirates a 6-0 lead. Orioles scored their run in the 4th. Rounded out here, and to get him out on this day is a difficult task. 2 years ago, opening day, he helped spoil the home opener off Jared Jones. Almost the identical spot that we saw in the first inning. Today, off of Bassett, the long ball.
It'll be interesting to see, get O'Hearn 550 at bats or so, what those numbers are going to be. Never had 500 at bats in a season, but the numbers have been consistent, especially the last 3 years, as far as home runs, doubles, RBIs.
It's the first home run of the season at PNC Park. As Nick York is thrown up by Gunnar Henderson, 2 outs. For those of you tuning in looking for the Pens game against the Panthers, that's getting underway over on our SNP Plus channel, as well as streaming on SNP 360. That's where all our Pens coverage will be tonight. With SNP 360, you will not have to miss a pitch from the Pirates or a face-off from the Penguins. Great way to watch both your favorite teams on days like today. Connor Griffin with 2 outs and nobody on. Now facing the lefty. Grounder to second, a fly out to center field for Connor Griffin. Braxton Ashcraft.
Keep it loose.
2-1 the count. His 11th major league plate appearance. Makes a changeup, 2-2. Looked as though he was not necessarily on time. I think you talked about that, John, in spring training on that fastball.
Yeah, it just seemed like he was just getting set a little bit late. Times not being able to pull the trigger. Maybe late on some fastballs, a little late on that fastball there as well. And hitters go through it. All hitters go through it. It seems to me that he was on time for the most part last year, hitting over 330 in all three levels. So that's the thing. I mean, he's seeing velocity in the minor leagues. You know, he's maybe not seeing as good a pitching as far as, you know, secondary pitches, location, etc., and so forth. You know, he'll see, of course, better pitchers at this level. But I'm sure he's faced plenty of velocity, and there's no way he hit the way he hit last year without hitting the fastball. So not something that I'm overly concerned with, or anybody should be overly concerned with. But
another 3-2 pitch, and he draws the walk. You know, every pitch he experiences in his early major league career, getting more comfortable, and that's his second walk he's drawn. A 2-out free pass. First batter to reach here against the reliever Cade Povich in his third inning.
And that blazing speed. Looking forward to seeing the first stolen base from Connor Griffin.
65 steals last year. Caught only 13 times. 3 different levels. Low A Bradenton, high A Greensboro, double A Altoona. And then 5 games this year at triple A Indianapolis. One ball, 2 strikes. Just to continue to be amazed. 26 regular season games above A ball. Two and two, the curveball taken by Horwitz.
Got away with one there. No challenge, of course.
And lined the other way by Horwitz. Off the lefty. It's first and second.
Again, another good approach. Fastball away. And take it the other way.
For Horwitz, just his third at bat of a lefty pitcher this season. And his first hit off a left-handed pitcher. Henry Davis, ball 1. Again, Povich recalled today from AAA.
Let's see if he gets a good fastball to hit here. Try to do some damage. Just underneath.
Center fielder Taveras. Pirates leave a couple, but they lead it 6-1. Braxton Ashcraft back out there for the 6th inning, leading 6-1.
7 punch outs, 4 on the curveball, 2 on the 4-seamer, 1 on a sinker. You look at the first time through the first 3 innings, I mean, maybe the command as good as I've seen it. Absolutely dominating all of his pitches. Mixed in a changeup. He's thrown some good ones to the lefties.
Falls behind a guy who's 2 for 2 against him, Taylor Ward. 3-0.
I love it, not messing around. You know, he's got a 6-1 lead. He doesn't want to walk anybody. Falls behind 3-0 and just says, here it is. Swing if you want to. Oh my.
Wow.
What a pitch.
8 Ks for Ashcraft.
Statue of Liberty play. Taylor Ward just up there standing. I mean, that's a slider that out of the hand, maybe he thinks it's a fastball and it's missing in. I talked about these hitters unable to pick up that tight slider spin.
Yes, he did. Oh my. Gunnar Henderson called ball 1. Looked as though he swung. 1-0. Ashcraft looked as though he wants to finish up strong here through 6. Bullpen for the Pirates gets a call.
You know, they call that a sinker, that 91-mile-an-hour pitch. I think it's more of a changeup. That's the pitch. He's got to throw at least 7 or 8 of those today.
That's Mason Montgomery up in 3-1. He falls behind Henderson after falling behind Ward 3-0. Came back to strike him out. Hit hard to right. Back O'Hearn with some room. And even a little more than he thought as he makes a nice catch. 2 outs.
And again, Ashcraft, he don't care. He doesn't care who's up there. He falls behind. He throws it right down the middle. Henderson, a little off the end of the bat. Just in front of the 375 marker. O'Hearn with enough room.
Curveball. One ball, no strikes, the count on Alonso. RBI double. Pass to diving center fielder O'Neal Cruz in the 4th to bring home the only run. He's playing in his 425th consecutive game, by the way. That is the 2nd longest active games played streak behind Matt Olson of the Braves. And drives one to center field, and O'Neal Cruz has this one. And it's a 1-2-3 6th for Braxton Ashcraft, leading 6-1.
Welcome back. Jake Mangum set to lead off this inning. And yesterday, game-tying single might not have been pretty, but it was effective. He crossed first, look at this, with so much emotion, knowing what that moment meant for the outcome of this game. I asked him, said, I've never seen someone get that amped up over a single that was just sort of a bouncer past a pitcher's glove. He grinned and said he knows a lot of his hits come from running hard. But as far as that moment goes, he said, look, we tied the baseball game up. I don't care how we do it. We're down 1 in the 8th inning. It's getting late. We need a run across. So it's a line drive in his book, Brownie.
It's just a great shot, Hannah. The emotions, as you said, of Mangum and Kevin McCourt, cameraman extraordinaire. We understandably praise our crew, cameramen and women and technicians and people in the truck. They're just unbelievable. It's so great to be home and experience it. There's Kevin, their high home. And a little base hit for Jake Mangum, looking to create some more mayhem on the bases on an 0-2 pitch. Here's that shot again Hannah was just talking about.
Yeah, but again, I think we're the best in the business here. You know what?
I don't think there's a doubt.
It's hard for me to watch other broadcasts.
I know it.
Because it's just not even close.
And I'm talking national too.
Yes,
you know,
100%.
We're so lucky. Cruz decided to give it a whirl. The big swing. Patrick. Great to be home. Great to be home. We got Lexi back with us. Billy Murillo. There's Zach.
The best.
We got a bunch over at PPG Paints too today. Oh, Mangum looked like he wanted to go. 0-2 on Cruz. There's Billy. Billy Murillo.
Boy, does he ever take care of us up here.
Oh. My gosh. I mean, Billy, there's nobody better than Billy.
He comes up here. And, you want to put your feet up, he'll give you an extra chair.
He sees you might be chilly, gets the heater out.
Yep. Well, these heaters, I feel like we have heated seats.
Yeah.
Here. It's wonderful.
2-2. Thank you, Lexi, too. Lexi's tremendous.
Yeah, she is really good. She makes sure we're
Dale,
on time.
Dale's nodding.
Must be nice to have some heated seats up there, guys. Sure need that inside, don't you?
You need Billy.
Yeah.
Just ask Billy. He'll take
Hannah's
care
really
of it.
roughing it down there. Like there's no heaters down there where Hannah is. Come on.
The only thing the Billies down here are doing are hoisting cones, you know, but they're not going to hoist themselves. Someone's got to do it.
They're not going to hoist themselves.
Nice and toasty down here, guys. Don't worry about me. My beanie.
Drive to center field. That's hit well off the left-hander. A Cruz missile. Topiary tater time. He's done it again. What a start to the season for O'Neal Cruz. His 4th. Pirates lead 8-1.
And if I'm not mistaken, this pitch is inside, maybe inner half. And we talk about approach a lot. And if you're not trying to pull the ball, your hands are going to work. And O'Neal Cruz pulls his hands in here, didn't pull off the ball, driving the hands inside the ball, takes that pitch. And there's only so many guys that are that strong to be able to take that pitch and hit it out straightaway center.
Sheesh. And wind kicking up. Lyles pop-up caught by O'Neal. So the home run.
Where's the location of this? Look at that.
Man.
They're set up away. You know, I didn't see it on the monitor. I'm watching live, and just the way his hands reacted to that ball, I'm thinking it had to be inside. There aren't many people, not many human beings, that can do that. To take a pitch on the inner third of the bat and hit it over 400 feet to straightaway center field.
415, 108 miles an hour.
When hitters get into trouble and when they start to struggle, you can see them. They're pulling off the ball, the head's flying, they're early, they're chasing. You know, there's home runs to center. There's home runs the opposite field, especially for a man like that. He can hit it out of the ballpark, line to line. And you can tell against the lefty especially, he's not trying to pull the ball. He's trying to see it a little bit longer. He's hit a bunch the other way, up the middle. But the way his hands reacted to that pitch is something we really haven't seen here in O'Neill Cruz's career as a Pirate.
I mean, 7 for 10 off lefties, and 3 of them homers. It's just nuts.
It is nuts.
And ball 4 to Brian Reynolds.
You know, we always hear about work this, work that. Everybody's working. You know, these guys are working year round. They're lifting, they're running, they're hitting, they're throwing. You know, smart work is different. I mean, whoever he had working with him against lefties has figured something out, because you know, he's going about it the right way. It's you know, the way he's staying back on breaking balls. You know, we saw him tap a ball down the line in Cincinnati on a breaking ball that was just kind of a late swing. You could tell he was just trying to see it a little bit longer. But that swing right there, that's like Miguel Cabrera, like as a right-handed batter, the ability to take a pitch inside and hit it out to center field. We got to get him to see the ball a little longer against righties.
Yeah,
because it's amazing. You know, I think he's hitting 130 against righties. 7 for 10, just 1 strikeout against left-handed pitching.
7 for 10. He had 7 hits already. He had 11 hits total last year against left-handed pitching and 1 homer. He's 7 for 10 with 3 homers already this season. Ryan O'Hearn, after the visit by the pitching coach Drew French. 8-1 Pirates. 2 more home runs by the Bucks. O'Hearn and Cruz. One ball, 1 strike. Gives the Pirates a dozen home runs. Coming into today, the Dodgers have hit 13, the Braves 12. Diving stop, Alonso from the knee. Nice play to get the out.
You don't think of Alonso as far as his defense is concerned, but he's made a number of good plays today. You know, the Orioles are thinking they're getting a guy that's just going to hit homers, though he's still looking for his second in an Oriole uniform. But that defense, impressive today.
York was on base twice against the starter Chris Bassett. A single hit by pitch, grounded out against Povich in his 5th inning at bat. Runner at second, 2 outs, and a chase for the strikeout. O'Neill Cruz strikes again. 2-run homer. 8-1 Bucks. It is 8-1. Pirates leading at top of the 7th inning. And this Pirates pitching change is presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change Service you can see, experts you can trust. It's hard-throwing lefty Mason Montgomery.
Valvoline numbers, 3 2/3 innings, 7 punch shots. That big arm approaching triple digits.
Braxton Ashcraft goes 6, gives up 1 run, 4 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, 87 pitches. That's how many he threw in his first start in Cincinnati. Outstanding start again from Ashcraft. And keep in mind the Pirates are going to be watching his innings, so it makes all the sense in the world to let him finish up after 6 and hand it to the bullpen. Ashcraft 118 innings pitched last year combined for the Pirates in AAA Indianapolis.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It was Montgomery with the slider getting a punch out. You know, you're throwing 100, and then you have that way out in front.
Tyler O'Neill with a base hit, didn't waste time. 5th hit for Baltimore, the first of the day for Tyler O'Neill. And Montgomery faces Dylan Beavers. Second time this series the Orioles have seen Montgomery. He faced just 2 batters on Friday. Adley Rutschman and Samuel Basayo. Got the last 2 outs of the 7th inning. And off the glove of a diving shortstop, Connor Griffin puts runners at 1st and 3rd. He's hit for Dylan Beavers.
Having to go across to the right side of the infield was Connor Griffin. Made a similar play earlier in the game. A great play going to his left. This ball just came up on him just a bit. Like it hit the thumb of the glove.
Here's Leody Taveras. Switch hitting center fielder. Out in front 0-2. Montgomery last year with Tampa Bay, his rookie season. Struck out 63 batters in 46 innings. He was a 6th round pick by the Rays out of Texas Tech.
That's a good stop. That's a good catch. Maybe not look like a whole bunch, but 99 miles per hour.
Struck him out. 98.
And not messing around. The things you can do when you got a nice lead. Who cares? Hit it if you can. We saw that with Ashcraft. That was impressive. At the top of this 6th inning, Ashcraft fell behind a couple hitters and just said, here, hit it, hit it. And an easy 3-up, 3-down inning. Mason Montgomery, he knows. I mean, all these guys care about their ERA and stuff. I mean, it's 8-1. There's a runner on 3rd, 1 out. He didn't care about him putting it in play. He's just, I'm throwing it right at you. Can you hit it?
ball, 1 strike.
And again, when you have that kind of velocity, you get guys that take swings and swing at pitches they typically wouldn't. Fastball well down and in.
Two balls, 1 strike on Jeremiah Jackson. And he gets home a run. Going the other way. Makes it 8-2. Brings home O'Neill.
Fastball again down the middle. A lot of times we like to give hitters credit. Got that big hole on the right side. Was he trying? I don't know. Or was he just trying to catch up to a fastball and was a little bit late?
Starts off Alexander with the breaking pitch. He has 2 at-bats against Ashcraft, a ground-out strikeout. Ashcraft punched out 8 Orioles in 6 innings. Career-high strikeout total for Braxton Ashcraft. Beautiful block there. 2 balls and a strike.
He's sacrificing the body. Get in front of it.
And it's 3-1. You don't want to certainly give anybody free bases, especially you still have a lot of thump in this lineup. Taylor Ward on deck, Gunnar Henderson. We've seen him this series. You know all about Pete Alonso. It's a 6-run lead. Feels comfortable, but it's far from over. Now 3-2.
Again, challenging an Oriole hitter with a 3-1 fastball, center cut.
Looked like Montgomery shook off one sign punched in there by Henry Davis. 3-2 on Blaze Alexander. Foul ball. And it got Henry Davis.
Somewhere on that right leg. Maybe on the inside of that knee. Just above the knee.
Here comes another 3-2 for Montgomery. And another foul. Fastball. Montgomery part of the big trade for the Pirates this winter. He and Brandon Lau, Jake Mangum, all 3 on the field at this moment. Traded from Tampa Bay, 3-team deal. Pirates sent Mike Burrows, the pitcher, to Houston. Another 3-2 pitch. And another foul. Blaze Alexander traded over from the Diamondbacks in February. There's Taylor Ward on deck.
And he's having a hard time getting the bat head out of that fastball, but he's doing a good job of wasting a couple of heaters.
Wow, another foul, this time a curveball.
Yeah, this had some pretty good bite to it. He's going to break below the zone.
Gets him. Goes back to the heat, 99 miles an hour. Montgomery gives up 1. The Pirates still lead it 8-2. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by Highmark, the official health plan of the Pirates. Because life, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. By Cohen Markets, now serving sweet maple waffle sandwich varieties all day. Come try one. By your Western PA Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Pittsburgh. And by Levin Furniture and Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. Nick York, yesterday, the game-winning hit and the walk-off, his first of his career, hoisting the cone. 8-2 here. Connor Griffin will lead off for the Pirates. We go down to Hannah.
Connor Griffin became the youngest player since Bill Mazeroski to get a hit in his debut, and did it while sporting the #9 patch on his jersey, as the Pirates will be honoring the late Hall of Famer in that way all season long. That's not the first connection Griffin has to the Mazeroski family, though, as Bill's son Darren is the scout who actually signed Griffin to be with the team in 2024. Darren was in attendance for the home opener for the pregame ceremony, honoring his father, but also referenced Connor's debut on top of it in an article written by Jonathan Mayo on MLB.com as another layer on a humbling and already emotional weekend. Griffin spoke to the entire day of Mazeroski connections, complimenting Bill on the great player he was, saying it's amazing being on the same stat line as him, and then firmly said Darren is the reason he is here. He believed in him. He took a chance on him. It is a special part of his journey that he will cherish for a very long time, Brownie.
And Hannah, didn't Darren Mazeroski say that Maz would ask about how Connor Griffin was doing? We lost Hannah. And here's the first pitch from Connor, to Connor from Cade Povich. Griffin walked in the 5th against Cade Povich. No relation, by the way, to Maury,
Of course.
in case you're wondering. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think everybody was. I was afraid to say it because I wasn't sure, but I knew you did your research.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we talked about that a little bit last year. Being in Baltimore, that Povich name, strike called. Shirley Povich, the Washington Post writer, Maury's dad. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Connor Griffin. Spencer Horwitz on deck. Two and two. He's gotten a lot of the firsts out of the way. We've talked about that, but of course, everybody anticipating when is that first long ball coming.
Yep, looking forward to that.
1-1, 9-5-6.
Cade Povich strikes out Connor Griffin. Second strikeout for Povich, who's at least giving the Orioles some innings. Recalled today.
Through the previous pitch at his feet with a fastball, maybe speeding up the swing a little bit, because then he goes to the changeup, and like Connor was anticipating another fastball, got out in front.
Horwitz singled off of him. Say Urquidy going to get in some work. He's been the least used reliever, the veteran. Don Kelly figures good time to get him in a ball game, get him some work.
You think about this first week plus of the season, you know, the bullpen's been used, and with the exception of Urquidy, but you know, these guys have gotten a good bit of work in. The Pirates in pretty much every game.
Especially against these Orioles, it's been tight, and there's ball 4. Another base runner. S&P 360 is the must-have app for days just like today when both the Pens and the Pirates are playing. Don't miss a Connor at bat or a Crosby goal. Just go to getsnp360.com or scan the QR code to stream them both, or watch one on your TV and the other on your phone. Watch however you want. Just log in with your current provider and watch the Bucks and the Pens anywhere you go. Henry Davis batting here on Easter Sunday. Pop up down the line in right. Foul ground. Oh, a nice basket catch there by Jeremiah Jackson.
I mean, look how far he had to go. He was almost behind second base. So about a 120-foot sprint. Made it look pretty easy.
Jake Mangum, a couple of hits, couple of runs scored. Bunt hit in the second. Leadoff base hit to center field in the sixth off this lefty Cade Povich. Back to the pitcher for out number 3. Head to the 8th inning. Pirates leading by 6. (8-2) Pirates lead, top of the 8th inning. MLB Plus is new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 and select out-of-market games every week. Plus live radio broadcasts of every game, game day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. While the cone's out, flags are waving. Jose Urquidy's second outing as a Pirate.
Pretty good one his first time out.
Picked up the save. Pirates' first win of the year last Sunday in New York.
I guess you'd say if a reliever worked in half the team's games, that's a lot of work. Wouldn't you say? I don't know what relievers, how many appearances, is it 80, 90?
Yeah.
I doubt many people get over half.
No.
But yeah, the bullpen usage coming into today. Trevor Lawrence, I knew I was going to call him Trevor again. Justin Lawrence, he pitched in half of them. Matson 5 of 8. Montgomery now his 5th of 9. Johan Ramirez pitched in 4 of the first 8. Santana 6 of the first 8. Gregory Soto 5 of 8. So hopefully Urquidy can finish up these last couple of innings, give those guys some rest.
Signed as a major league free agent, veteran, a lot of years with Houston. 2-2 on Taylor Ward, top of the batting order for Baltimore. Urquidy is 31 years old from Mazatlan, Mexico.
Beautiful place.
He played there, winter ball.
A couple of years, yeah.
He played winter ball there this year, and that's really what piqued teams' interest in him, including the Pirates, of course. 33 innings, 4 earned runs, 35 strikeouts, walked only 8, and a line drive base hit Taylor Ward. 3 hits in this game. 12 hits and 35 at bats to start his Orioles career. Gunnar Henderson. The ball to the warning track his last time up in right center. A 3-hit home opener for Gunnar Henderson. 5 strong at bats. Homered in the 9th inning off lefty Gregory Soto. Was 1 for 3 with a couple of walks yesterday. Urquidy 94. That 2-seamer. Game winner with the Astros 4 years ago. Went 13-8 with Houston and a 3.94 ERA.
Knows how to pitch. Change speeds, move the ball around.
Mainly a starter. 81 career appearances coming into this season. 70 of them with the Astros as a starting pitcher. Ground ball. 4, 6, 3. Loud. Griffin to Horwitz.
I love the way he set that up. I mean, Gunnar Henderson with the big power. He came in with a fastball, called strike, came in with another fastball, then follows it up with a changeup. You know, can't help it. As a hitter, you get pounded in with fastballs. You're thinking about getting the barrel out, being a little quicker, so you pull the string with the changeup, get a little rollover.
And a first pitch strike to Pete Alonso. Urquidy missed just about all of the 24-25 seasons following surgery, and Tigers had signed him as a free agent as he's making his way back. Made 2 appearances at the end of last year with Detroit.
Like to see that too. Went up and in with a fastball, followed that up with a changeup to the right-handed batter.
Tommy John surgery in June of 2024 for Jose Urquidy. And really a perfect fit for the pitching staff. Great personality. Decided initially he was going to pitch for Team Mexico in the World Baseball Classic, and then once signed by the Pirates, he wanted to stay in Bradenton and be with his new club. Another 2-2 to Alonso. Another foul.
You got to say it had to work. Can you imagine not being, you're with a new team and you're
somewhere else
fighting? Yeah, you're fighting for a rotation spot.
Yeah.
He ended up not winning that spot. Of course, it went to Carmen Majinski. But I don't know if he makes this bullpen if he disappears for 3 weeks.
He strikes out Alonso. He and the Pirates leading at 8-2. Join us for AHN Game Day live 30 minutes before every game here in SNP. All the latest news on your Buccos, plus insights and analysis from our team of Sportsnet experts. Nobody gets you ready for the start of the game like we do here on SNP. Neil Cruz with his second time up against Povich since the homers. His third at bat against the lefty. He has been hit by a pitch lined back to then pitcher Chris Bassett for an RBI single.
Catcher is down.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Nope.
The pitch is a ball. Baltimore has 1 challenge remaining.
Most hitters, it's high enough.
Yeah.
It's probably not low with an average hitter up there, but the 6'7" Cruz, a couple of inches short.
Well, after you have a home run hit off you like Cruz did in the 6th inning, can't be real comfortable. Well, he's going to get him, as it turns out. And that slider. Credit Povich. Boy, Povich, big shot in the arm for the Orioles. Given these innings, Craig Albernaz was ejected in the 3rd inning. First time he's been tossed as the rookie skipper.
Yeah, I guess there's no stat for a quality relief appearance, but he finished.
Yeah, this would be it, wouldn't it?
It'd be 6 innings, just a couple of runs allowed.
And Neil Walker talks about Quab's quality at bats. I guess this would be a crow.
Yeah.
Quality relief outing. 1 and 2. Ynier Cano in the bullpen for Baltimore. '83rd pitch coming up for Povich. That's a Quab. Brandon Lau.
Again, going the other way. So many hits up the middle the other way by these Pirate hitters. And Lau hit a couple balls hard, could have had a couple of hits in, some RBIs, but two good defensive plays by Pete Alonso at first. Retired him his first two at bats, but this time pitch running away from him, stays on it, dumps it in there.
Reynolds, couple of walks, sac fly, run scored today. Into the corner, O'Neill. Out of play, 0-2. Three more outs to get. Pirates like to add on maybe one or two.
O'Neill Cruz, his first hit in the second. Where did he hit it?
In the second, it was the line drive back to Bassett, you mean?
That's right, up the middle. I'm just looking at the hits. You know, the O'Hearn homer, just right of center.
Yeah.
York went the other way. Davis went the other way. Mangum was a bunt hit, a sacrifice bunt. Cruz up the middle. O'Hearn's double went into the opposite gap.
Horwitz the other way. Oh, stopped by Henderson to turn that into an out at second, robbing Reynolds. Tremendous play by the shortstop Gunnar Henderson. 2 outs.
Well, that was a heck of a play. Again, we talk about Connor Griffin and his size and speed. Henderson, a big shortstop at 6'3", almost right around 230. Showing the quick feet, good glove. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with the Pirates with 10 hits, not one of them was pulled.
Yeah, that's a great call. Great approach by the offense. That'll be it for Cade Povich. 87 pitches in relief. Pirates come to town to start a 3-game set with the Bucks. Coverage begins at 5:30. Hope you are here to see the new look, exciting Pittsburgh Pirates of 2026, and Bubba Chandler makes his 2026 home debut against German Marquez. Tuesday night, Paul Skeens goes, and then Wednesday afternoon, final game of the first homestand of the year, Mitch Keller against Michael King. Cade Povich, who made his season debut for their AAA affiliate, the Norfolk Tides, on Tuesday. It was 5 2/3 innings today in relief. And now Ryan O'Hearn faces Yennier Cano. O'Hearn's 2-run homer in the first inning got the scoring going for Pittsburgh.
Well, A 3-0 pitch. Fastball up and out over the plate.
His 3rd home run already as a Pirate, and this his 8th game, 9th team game. For the Pirates, they've hit a dozen homers, including the Cruz dinger in the 6th. Took the Pirates 19 games last year to get to 12. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 men out and Reynolds at first. Mainly tight games between these two clubs, the Pirates and the Baltimore Orioles. Interleague play over the years. Each of the last 7 matchups between these two teams before today, going back to April 2024, decided by 1 run. 3-2 the count remains. O'Hearn down swinging, but he's done plenty of damage against his former club today. 3 more outs to get. Pirates in front 8-2, go to the 9th inning on the UPMC scoreboard. Pirates baseball is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. And seeing a lot of brooms in the stands here. Billy Cook back today as the Pirates placed Jared Triolo on the injured list. Cook in right field now to begin the 9th inning. Basayo, O'Neill, and Beavers. Jared Triolo running the bases on Friday. Right knee patellar tendon injury. Don't know for sure, but it looked as though when he was scoring on the double by Henry Davis in the 2nd inning on Friday, he was kind of chugging home, and I thought to myself, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Triolo looked winded, like really slowing down. I wonder if that might have been it. So he's on the injured list. Billy Cook back up. Strike 3, Urquidy punches out Basayo.
That's 4 punch outs for Basayo today, and this one a changeup. I think he thought it was going to end up in.
Jose Urquidy, again, his first outing last Sunday. Picked up the save.
Love that pitch. Right on right change. You just don't see it very often as a right-handed batter from a right-handed pitcher.
Back to it.
Yep. I mean, it leaves the hand, the rotation, it oftentimes just looks like a fastball. It doesn't have breaking ball spin. You think it's a fastball, so your timing is usually for a fastball. So you see it out of the hand, you pull the trigger, ball doesn't get there. Just missing there with that fastball, tried to lock him up.
Two on Tyler O'Neill. Talk about injuries. He's had a bunch of them over the years. Played just 54 games last season, his first year with the Orioles. 3 different injuries. 2-2. Back-to-back Ks. Actually 3 in a row for Urquidy as he struck out the last batter in the 8th.
Yeah, then you start thinking about that changeup, and then all of a sudden the high heat comes and you can't catch up.
One more out.
14 punch outs.
8 from Ashcraft, 3 from Montgomery, 3 from Urquidy. Two and 0. Pirates 1 out away from winning their 5th straight and completing their first sweep of the season. Two and 1. They didn't get their first sweep last year until June.
Oh.
And the cones are out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good timing from the gateway clipper and a drive to right. Billy Cook in right center field. Raise the Jolly Roger. Hoist the cone. The Pirates sweep the Orioles. They've won 5 in a row.
Yeah, what a series. You know, it was a great finish to the road trip to come home 3-3. Carry it over. 2 well-played games, winning in walk-off fashion yesterday, and then today it was easy from the get-go. Ryan O'Hearn with the 2 big hits early, and then Braxton Ashcraft just pounding the zone. 6 strong. And ball maybe thought it had a chance, but Billy Cook knew where he was, knew where the wall was. Made it look easy at the wall.
Pirates go to 6-3 on the year. They've won 5 in a row. 6 of their last 7. And they will welcome in the San Diego Padres tomorrow night. Bubba Chandler for the Bucs.